Alrighty, well, welcome everybody to our Monday Night Team Zoom. I'm so excited to welcome you guys all on. We have so many exciting things happening right now, and we are just pumped up and excited. So we have so much to share with you guys, but before we get started, my name is Crystal Pearl. For anybody who is brand new, or maybe you're watching this via the recording, you just joined our team, or maybe you're kind of just getting your business started, and we're just so excited to welcome you guys on. I am one of your ambassador diamond uplines. I've been in this business for almost 10 years now, and I am more excited today than I've ever been in my entire life for what this opportunity is doing and the timing that we are in this business right now. So I'm so excited to share with you guys tonight. This is something that we do every single Monday night at 8:30 p.m. Central, and it's really just our time to get together as a smaller team outside of the big It Works picture and just really connect. And we try to give you guys tips and ideas and things that are working for us during the week to bring back to you and to encourage you with that you can help to implement into your business and grow with your business as well. So we do this every week. My sidekick, Miss Christina Treats, usually teams up with me. Christina, you want to introduce yourself to everybody really quick for anybody who doesn't know you?
Hey guys, I'm Christina. I have been in for 9 years next month, Presidential Diamond, and we're just really excited to bring all the knowledge and hear everyone's aha moments from conference. So we're excited.
Absolutely. And this is my other sidekick.
What's up?
This is my husband, Josh. So do you want to introduce yourself to everybody?
I am Josh, Crystal's husband.
Josh. So we're super excited to get started here. So I'm just going to real quick recap some of the things that I want to make sure that you guys know. Honestly, we had 3 days worth of content. So to think that we would cram it all into a hopefully 45 to an hour Zoom is just ridiculous. But we will be bringing lots and lots to you on the Legacy Makers page throughout the coming weeks. So this is just going to be a quick little recap, and then we're going to hear some ahas and some takeaways from people that were at the event with us. So if you don't already have a notebook, I would grab a notebook because you're going to hear some quick tips, some key things to write down. But like I said, I have been in this business for almost 10 years, and I have to tell you, I have been to, I think it's 9 conferences, it's 8 or 9 conferences now, and the energy in this conference and the things that we came out with and the vision that we saw, I can tell you this was the best event that I have ever been to. It just made me so excited about where we're at as a company and where we're headed. So we're just really excited about that. I said it on my live in Legacy Makers earlier today, but right now I feel a fire that I have never felt in my entire life. And I have been with this business when we hit our first initial boom, and it was some of the most exciting times that I have ever experienced. And I'm telling you, this is a whole nother level. Like, there are big things happening. So I want you guys to really take your business seriously. I know for me, 9.5 years ago, when we went through that initial boom, I didn't even know what was happening. And if I knew now what I knew then, OMG. So I am just telling you, it's time to really get serious with your business, because buckling down right now with this excitement and running with this momentum that our company has created, it is going to change your family's life and your life forever if you choose to put action in and do the things you need to do to be successful in your business. When I joined 9.5 years ago, I joined for an extra $100 a month because that's all that I could see this business doing for me. I didn't believe that people were actually massively successful in this business. And 9.5 years later, I make a 6-figure full-time income from my phone, helping people on social media. We have been a part of the Millionaires Club with this company. We've been able to pay cash for vehicles, build our dream house. And I don't say that to brag, but I just say that to kind of cast a vision for you of what this opportunity could potentially do for you if you're willing to put the action in. So we're really excited. So new products. We had some new products that launched this weekend that I'm so excited about. We have our new Skinny Brew coffee. So I'm sure you have seen that all over the place. But, oh, Christina said, turn your cameras on, everybody. We want to feel the energy. It's better when the camera's on. I'm glad you said that. But we have our new Skinny Brew, which we are so excited about. This is going to be a great product for our customers if they need something that is dairy-free, or if they just really were not a fan of the keto coffee. If they're somebody who likes a really rich, dark coffee, they are gonna love this product. I love a dark coffee. I am somebody who loves like espressos and a real rich, deep coffee. Josh only drinks black coffee, and it was good.
Yeah,
Isn't it? I mean,
is
it is good. I'm
super
telling you, it is a great coffee. So we're excited about this. And then our keto tea, our chai tea, it is absolutely delicious. It feels like you are drinking something that should be 1,000 calories. It's so good. It's sweet, but it's not too sweet. It's just the right amount, and this is going to be a great option for people who can't have caffeine. It is decaf, but you still are going to get great energy with it. I've had a couple of my people say, "Oh, I'm bummed it's decaf," and I've been telling them, "No, don't worry about it, because you're still going to get great energy with this, even though it is decaf." And it's going to be great for those people that just can't do coffee. Some people just, their palate, they don't like coffee. They don't like anything about it, even with the chocolate greens and the mocha flavor. They don't want anything to do with it. So this is going to be a great option for them. So what I want to recommend you guys to do, go into your eSuite, go to the orders tab, and when you go to the products, the new products, there's a little spot that says product info. Print out these info sheets, because it is going to give you the basics on exactly what these products are, frequently asked questions. These are a great tool. We have these on every single product in our product line. So what I did today is I printed these out. I read through them to make sure I know the basics of what the product is. And these are great to just take out and do a video on your story, or do a Facebook Live and just tell people, I'm so excited about this product, you guys. I need to read through what it's all about. And take your notes out and literally read the bullet points, and then tell people you have samples available if anybody wants to try it. One thing that I always do when I start my videos, and I did this today, if you want to see an example of this so that you could go, I did it so you guys can go to my page and check it out. But one thing I always do is I get on and I say, oh my gosh, you guys, my inbox is blowing up. It's going crazy. I'm trying to get back to everybody as quickly as possible, but I'm having a hard time keeping up. So I wanted to just get on Facebook Live and get some questions answered, and I will get back to all of you as soon as possible. I do that whether my inbox has one person in it or 20 people in it, because one person in it, I'm like, my inbox is blowing up. So I encourage you guys to do that as well. It creates excitement. And so you can just pull these out and you can literally just read the bullet points. So many times people don't do live videos because they're afraid to seem like they don't know what they're talking about if they have to pull a sheet out and read. You know what it looks like? If you pull a sheet out and you read the bullet points, I still do this even if I have things memorized, because it's duplicatable. It shows your network, wow, she's making this money and she's literally pulling out a sheet and pointing at bullet points. And if she can do this, I can definitely do this. So it's duplicatable. So I want to encourage you guys to do that. Samples. I'm so stoked about these, guys. This is crazy. So I did a live video on Legacy earlier today. I'm going to try to not repeat everything that I did, but you guys, these sample packs are insane. I made $145 in cash today selling samples. This is blowing my mind. It's crazy. The majority of the people I sold samples to were already customers of mine, but they want to try the Skinny Brew. And so they're going to try the 3-day sample pack. They're sending me the cash, and then I know they're going to order, so it's going to help my residual as well. So not only am I getting cash in my bank account ASAP, I'm also going to be creating that residual income. So offer this to your loyal customers. Reach out to them and say, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. We have something brand new, something we've never been able to do before. Is we can send out 3-day experiences, and I'm calling them 3-day experiences instead of sample packs because I just think it sounds a little bit more fun and fancy. And I'm just telling them I would love to help you get your hands on one. You are going to love this product. I'm personally doing mine for $15. You can decide if you want to do them for $15 to $20. I'm kind of telling them as an intro, I'm doing them for $15, so they're $5 off. And I'll decide what I want to do, I guess, kind of down the road. But for right now, I'm doing $15. I walked around that video exactly how to do this, but so I'm not going to repeat all of that. Go back to that video if you're not sure. But what's so cool is this new app that they created is unbelievable. I didn't even realize it because I just got to kind of get my hands on it today. So it's so cool. You send the sample, you put your prospect's information in, and then once you send the sample, it goes out to them. You send them the first video script or the first script with the video in it. And it's so cool because it tells you, you instantly get a push notification and it says, Lori is viewing your video. And your link is in there too, and it'll say, Lori visited your link. So it's so cool because you literally know what they're checking out. And the video they made is great because it touches on what the coffee is, how they can become a loyal customer, and how they could potentially make some income. So this is a great way for those of you that are scared to bring those kinds of things up or you're shy. Send them that video and it's doing all of the work for you. So they're going to start asking questions because of that. So if you haven't had a chance to check that out, check it out. This is incredible. People pay so much money to have business tools like this, and we get it included in our e-suite. So it's just exciting. It's exciting about the value. So something I want you guys to think about, I did the math on this, okay? If you really, really dumb it down and you just make it a goal for yourself to sell one sample pack a day, okay? It's $5 for 30 of these credits. And in the credits, they're going to get a 3-day sample experience in this beautiful pamphlet. It looks amazing. It looks expensive. They did a really great job on it. They're going to get 3 little samples in there. So you can get 5 of those for $30. So that's going to bring the cost to about $6 per sample. That's your cost that you're paying. You're selling these for $15 or $20 if you want, but I'm going to do it at $15. If you're selling them at $15, you're making a $9 profit on each sample pack you sell. So if you just made it a goal that you sold one sample pack a day for 30 days, you're going to make $270 a month in cash. This is just samples, and that is profit. I took the product cost out of it, so that is just strictly product. That is so exciting, you guys. If you do 2 a day, that's $540 in cash that you can make in a month just by making small daily goals for yourself. And we're not even talking about residual yet. We're not even talking about the percentage you get from your customer sales and when you build your team and all of that. So that is huge. We say that the average person who joins our team are joining for an additional $300 to $500. We can show them how to do that just by selling samples to their network. And it's easy, it's simple. And so I'm super, super excited about this. When you're talking to your potentials, you want to be talking to them about this and how simple it is. Do you know 5 to 7 people starting out who like coffee? Do you know 5 to 7 people that would like to switch their normal cup of coffee and lose weight at the same time? If they say yes, these are the people that you are talking to coffee about, okay? So I'm excited about that. I'm fired up about it.
We need some background music. You are lit up right
so
now.
excited, you guys. Okay. So this is just sample stuff. Okay. Other new announcement. We get paid more for fast starts now. We used to get $100 every time we signed a new distributor and helped them get launched. Now we get $150 just because they decided to give us a little cherry on top. How sweet is that?
And Crystal looks over me. She's like, I don't get it. Like, how could they do that?
I said, why would they do that?
Yeah, she's like,
not how could they, why?
I don't get it.
So, but it's awesome. So we get more in fast starts now when we help our new distributors get launched to get 6 loyal customers in the first 30 days. They also are going to get even more. They used to get $100 product credit. Now our new distributors get $150 product credit when they get 6 loyal customers in their first 30 days. So our first goal, first and foremost, is to help them sell those sample packets that they get in their kit. Second goal is to turn those people that they sold the sample packs to into customers. And that the app, the scripts, it's helping us do it. It's making it very, very simple for them. New distributors, this is so powerful right now, you guys. We have our promo code. So if you placed an order, got a loyal customer, or ran an auto ship last month, you currently have 3 promo codes where you can help a new distributor join your team for just $69. At $99, it's still an amazing deal. You can make your money back and then a small little profit. But at $69, if they sell all of the sample packs that they get in their kit, not only are they going to make that $69 right back, but they're also going to make a $36 profit. So when you're talking to your potentials right now, be talking to them about we can get you in the door. We can get you started. You're going to get 7 of these sample packs in your kit. Do you know 7 people that would like to drink coffee and lose weight? If they say yes, then you say, okay, then this is very simple. All we have to do is we're going to sell these 7 sample packs. I'm going to help you to do that. You're not only going to make your investment back, you're also going to make a $36 profit that you can go ahead and turn around and put towards product of your choice or put into your bank account. And then what we're going to do is we're going to turn those 6 people, or those 7 people, we're going to turn those 7 people into customers, and that's going to lock $150 in free product of your choice. It's a no-brainer. Be excited about it. That is the basics of what we're saying right now to get people in the door.
And then we're going to make it a goal to put some money away so you can get your butt to conference next year so you can come back with the same flyer that this girl has. It's just, oh my gosh, this is crazy.
Okay, and I'm talking fast, but I want to make sure we get to talk to everybody here. Okay, so that's the new distributor kit. Bonuses. We have bonuses right now. Who wants to earn a bonus? Okay, re-rank bonuses, $3,000 per re-rank if you are diamond and above and you re-rank. And then first time bonuses anywhere from $15,000 all the way up for hitting diamond and above levels. So everybody here on this Zoom, on this team, you should be shooting for diamond right now because you want to get that $15,000 bonus. If you don't know what to do, get together with your upline, get together with your diamond upline. If you don't have a diamond upline, get together with me or get together with Christina. We will help chart you out. We will help figure this out for you and set a game plan for you. So we'll be talking more about that on Legacy, but you want these bonuses. It's just amazing. It's amazing that the company does this for us. So those are the real quick notes on the new announcements. We're going to go ahead and start sharing some of our aha moments, which I'm super excited about. And then after that, Josh and I will close it out. We'll let everybody go first because we'll just rattle forever. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to start with Christina, if that works. Christina, share with everybody a little bit about some takeaways from this weekend.
Yeah, I agree with Crystal 100%. Like, this is probably the best conference. There was just so much like knowledge and excitement, and it just felt like a fresh breath of fresh air. And one big takeaway that I took away, and I'm only going to share like a couple of smaller ones because I want to leave it for other people to share. But one thing that I really liked is that they said, you're not rebuilding, you're always building. And for me, that was like a really good takeaway because I feel like, you know, the longer you're in the business, when, you know, maybe things fall apart or people leave or it's not how you want it to be, or maybe everything's there, but it's just not where you want it to be or you're not going anywhere. I feel like it all goes back to basics, starting fresh. And so they said to take a chart and clear it. So people that aren't working, clear it and have those open spots, because when you see that they're open, you work to fill those spots. And so I just thought that was great. I know for me personally, I'm re-ranking Brad to double, and that was his highest paid. And then going for the triple bonus. And so today I cleared the chart and I was like, okay, who is not working? Let's take them off and let's fill the spots. And so I just got to work. I put my head down. I sold $100 in samples today. And I just was like, I just like kept messaging because I knew that if I could talk to at least 20 people today about the opportunity, I could fill a few spots on his chart by the end of the week. And so also with that, like if you have people on the fence, one thing that's been working really well for me is I'm having those people pre-sell their 3 credits, their 3 like, I don't even know what they call them, but they're like 3 sample online credits through their Connect app. And the girl just messaged me and she's like, I got 2 that already paid me. And she's waiting for 1 more, and then she's going to pay for it. And I'm using my promo code. So really, she's not paying barely anything out of her pocket. And then, like Josh mentioned, she's still going to get her 4 in her business builder kit when she gets it. So she's going to make another profit. So I think it's just simple. If you guys just don't overcomplicate it and you take the tools that they've given us, that cost a lot of people more money in other companies, and they're just giving this stuff to us for free. And it's all organized and simple for us. And then the last thing was kind of going off of the re-ranking and the bonuses is freedom brings more money, more choices, more time, and more tithing. And for me, that was big because, you know, we all start for a reason. For me, I was living off of food stamps and WIC, and I wanted to get off of it. But I remember doing wrap parties to bring home $300 wrap cash a week. Well, now I can slay the coffee. I can sell the coffee samples. And it's all done for me. I don't need to go to the post office. And so when I think about it and I think of freedom, I'm thinking more money, more choices, more tithing, and more time. And that's what everybody wants. Everybody wants to have one of those 4 things. And so if you're kind of stuck at a spot that you don't know where to dream and what you even want, you just see the goal of a rank, just think about like, what is freedom to you? What is that? If you got to that rank, what would freedom look like? More time, more money, more choices. And so for us, we told our kids when we got home, we talked about conference, and I feel bad because we never take them with us on vacation everywhere or anywhere we go. And so I said, babe, we're gonna take the kids when I go ambassador. We're gonna take the kids on an airplane ride, and we're gonna take them to Mexico or Florida or something. And so we sat the kids down and I told them. And so today, when I was like messaging all day, they knew that. And so get your kids involved. Tell them what you're doing, what your goal is. And then when you have to jump on a Zoom and they won't go to bed, you can bribe them with an airplane ride. So those are my takeaways. I had a bazillion of them, but I want to leave it for you guys that were there because I like Erie and other aha moments too. So
absolutely. I love that. Okay, so we're going to keep it going, and then I will look through your questions after, depending on where we're at with time. So keep them coming. And if we don't get to them, we'll be sure to answer them on legacy, but I'm going to keep moving here. I know Deborah was going to, Deborah, are you on? Still, I want to make sure. Are you, okay, let's move over to Deborah because I know she was kind of not sure what her schedule would be tonight. So Deborah, I'd love to have you share an aha and a takeaway. Oh, okay, there you go.
Yep, I got it unmuted. Oh gosh, okay. Oh, on the spot. Aha moment. The money mindset stuff, just having a positive mindset about money and not feeling like you never have enough money, but always picturing yourself getting to the goal that you want and how you're going to feel in that moment versus I never can have it, all that kind of stuff. And if you're already picturing yourself achieving those goals and cheering for it now, then it's going to make you motivated to keep working towards it. Does that make sense? Yeah.
Yeah, that was really, really good. And we'll try to get you guys these panels. I know they did not live stream this year, but we'll try to get a hold of some of the panels so we can post them in Legacy so you guys can hear some of those takeaways. But that one was really, really good. I think that was the one where they had us close our mind and envision us opening up our commission check, right, at our goal, and just really envisioning, you know, how we feel when we hit that goal and what we're doing. Are we jumping up and down? Are we crying? What do we feel like? And so that was a great, great panel, and one that we'll try to get up for you guys. So good test. Yep. Thanks, Deborah. Yep. All right, let's go over to Kenzie. I'm just trying to make sure I see everybody on here before I call on them. And Jesse's there too, so Jesse can definitely share a takeaway as well if he would like.
Hi, how's it going? So, first of all, if you didn't go to conference next year, you have got to be there. Oh my gosh. This was my first conference and I was completely 150% blown away. First of all, my husband wasn't supposed to come. And he showed up out of nowhere. So that was a takeaway because it's really, really great to have your spouse involved and be with the team and just supporting you and being surrounded by the positivity and the inspiration. So that is huge. But I have a lot of takeaways, and obviously I'm just going to I'll tell two. The first one is tell your story in more than one way because, and this actually, I heard it during conference and then Crystal talked about it as well. When you are telling your story in different ways, you're not targeting just one specific group of people. So if you're just talking about money all the time, what you're making, that is only really targeting the people who are wanting an extra income. I joined this business because I wanted more self-development. I wanted longer lasting friendships. I wanted to be closer with empowering women. And so it's important for me to also talk about the friendships. And Crystal also said pinpointing all the different color types. And if you don't know your color, take the test because it's really important, especially when you're talking with people. And then the other one was wind in your ears and success in your eyes. When you're on fire and when you are just so focused and goal driven and you have like just block out everything that's going on around you. And it's like, just make it the wind. You'll hear just wind in your ears, and then keep the success going in your eyes, because that is going to get you success. That's going to get you to reach your goals. If you're, on fire, but you're letting all these little things come into your mind, and it's the devil speaking, like, you can't do it. Oh, what are you doing? You're not good enough. Those things are going to keep you from getting to be where you want to be. So just block everything out and turn it into the wind, and just keep your success forward and keep your eyes on success.
And I think, Kenzie, wasn't it you that shared what you were talking about with softball? How
Yeah.
You should share that, because that was really good. That was a really good analogy, and it goes along with that.
So I was a varsity fast pitch player all through high school, and I mean, I was hardcore. I was balls to the walls all the time. And when I would get up to the bat, when I get up to the plate and hit the ball and I'd be running the bases, I had no idea what was going on around me. My coaches were probably telling me things that I probably shouldn't have been doing, like stop or slide. I mean, I was hardcore all the time. But like the fans and stuff, they were cheering me on as I was running the bases, and I never paid attention to it. I just knew that I was not going to get out. I was going to run the bases and make it one base further than where I probably should have been. And I mean, it was incredible, because when you push yourself to the limit, like I did with softball, you'll be amazed with how far you will actually get. So, yeah.
Awesome. So good. Jesse, do you want to share anything?
I think one of the biggest things for me, a takeaway, I now know how to make my wife cry again by showing up unexpectedly. But a takeaway for me is really seriously, this is like my first call that I've been on with all the people that are on here. But so I don't know if you're all new or been on here forever, but for me, again, just going down there, and we did green carpet together, but that wasn't really a conference like this was, where we actually got to see the team interacting and doing takeaways, and just the sisterhood and brotherhood that was created. It was just amazing for me to be able to go down there. And I kind of talked about this a little bit before, but over the last year, when my wife got into this, like, I was pretty hard on her. I was like, I don't really want you doing this, taking time away from the kids and everything. And just being able to see that here we are a year later, and she is still on these calls, on Monday nights, and she's still got her blinders on, like she's talking about softball and running base to base without even paying attention. Like, that's what she's doing with this business. She just has her blinders on. She doesn't have any clue. Well, she's learning, right? But even when she started, like, she had no idea for the first 6 months what to do. She just knew that she needed to follow in other people's footsteps and do exactly what they needed to do. And here we are a year later, and she's making great money every single month, and building the friendship. Like, she literally came into this to get $200 a month, so she says, but part of it was that she wanted friendship. I honestly think it was more of the friendship that she wanted. The money just came naturally because she followed in other people's footsteps. But the sisterhood and the brotherhood, like I said, money, you can't put a price on that, so just being down there and seeing everybody come together, and seeing all the women just share their stories, and everybody coming from different backgrounds, whether you came there on credit card debt just to get to conference, or like some of those ladies who are making $50,000 a month or whatever, who just stopped into our group just to say hi and share their story. I thought that was like just totally amazing. So that was my biggest takeaway, is just like the community and the friendship, and being able to get together with total strangers and fight in front of each other and pray together. And it's just, I mean, that right there, again, you can't put a price tag on that. It's absolutely amazing. So watching my wife over the last year just blossom into this wonderful, leader and people person, and getting out of her comfort zone has been really amazing. So
awesome. I love that. Good stuff. Thank you guys so much for sharing. Okay, let's go over to Mabel. I know you're driving. Are you able to talk right now?
Can you go get a diaper?
Yes, can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Okay, awesome. One of my biggest takeaways is, and this was my fourth conference, and I will agree with everybody else that has said that this was probably the best one yet, because they focused more on the vision and the value and looking forward and enjoying your journey versus, doing pop-ups and wrap parties and all that. And what people want right now is instant gratification. They want cash now, and they want to be a part of something. And that's something that's really huge, especially, with the way that the economy is going. Husbands are at work all the time because they're trying to provide for their families, and daycare's getting too expensive. So that was like one of my favorite aha moments. And another one was to really enjoy the journey. And I look at that like wholeheartedly, because, as we're leaving Florida and we're driving home, I realized that, that's what kind of ruins a lot of people's expectations with the business, is they're not enjoying the journey. They're trying to get, the quick sale now. And when people tell them no so many times, that's when they decide to quit, or that's when they decide to stop asking people, and they start expecting people to come to them when they're ready. And so what I learned a lot this weekend, especially with Denise, is, if you just sit down every single morning and you write what you want your day to look like, whether you're having a good day, bad day, whatever kind of day it is, write what kind of day you want to have. And then over, the next couple of weeks, go back and look and see if you've had those days more often than not. And then you'll realize that you're enjoying the journey more than you're, begging for the instant success. So, but those were my favorite. And what I want, those of you who have messaged me, I'm not texting while driving, so I'll get back to you guys when I'm not driving. But that was my moments for today.
I'm glad that you're not texting and driving. So I love it. That's so good. You got to be having fun, because people are attracted to that. They want to be a part of something that is fun and exciting. So if you're not having fun with your business, start having fun with it. That will change your business. Absolutely. Thank you, Mabel. Okay, let's go over to Katie. I think I saw her on. Yep. You have to unmute yourself, or I can unmute you too here. I think. Maybe not.
Okay, there we go. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right, awesome. So this is my second conference, and I already shared my one aha with the group, but for everybody else here. So the first night there, and yes, I wrote this all down. So the first night of conference, we went around the group and in the hotel room, and we were saying what our goals were, and mine was really just kind of to help everybody. There was nothing really monetary about anything. Like, I didn't really care how much money I made. I just liked the fact that I could help people. And then the next day, Mark had us close our eyes in the arena and had us envision where we wanted to be and what we wanted our life to look like. And I started crying as I closed my eyes, because I knew what was coming, and it is monetary for me. I may not have kids myself, but I have a niece now, and I want her to grow up with the presents that I grew up with. And I mean, my brother, my dad, my mom, everybody can give her presents, but I want, to be that auntie. I want to be able to give her all the gifts that she wants, and I want to be able to help my family out. Both my parents are retired now, and I make more money than them now that they're retired. And, they had to cut back on a lot of things, and I would like to be able to help them out. So just, Mark really opened my eyes that, you know what, I do want this for more than what I thought I wanted it for.
Awesome. I think that's great. And I think that's such a big thing. We talk so many times about getting to an event, and I think part of that, and this is a great example of that, Katie, because I think a big part of that is that you know, you go in thinking one thing, but then you hear these stories, or somebody shares something, and your mind all of a sudden expands. And they always say that once your mind expands, it can never go back. So you start to dream bigger, and you start to think of like, okay, maybe I didn't think I need more money, but I want to be able to buy a car for my mom, or I want to be able to, Mark shared a story on the last day, and it was just heartbreaking about, he was coaching this basketball team, and there was this little boy who had this just insane talent that he was so excited for. And the little boy, he was talking to him and his grandma after one of the practices, and the little boy said, well, how do we get to the games? And he kind of thought that question was funny, like, well, what do you mean? We get on a bus and we go. And he said, no, I mean, how do we get to the games? We don't have a car. And so he broke down. He got very emotional about this, because he said, you know, here's this little boy that has all of this talent, and really all he should be thinking about is improving his talent and having fun and all of these things, but he didn't even have a way to get to the games. So he could have potentially had that opportunity taken away from him if he would have never said anything. And I mean, that's the power with something like this. You might not think you need more money, but when you have more money, you have options to do good things. And, you know, it was said over and over again, when good people make money, they do good things in the world. And so I think that what you just said is a perfect example of that. And events really do help us to dream bigger. They help us think about what more could we do in this world if we had more income coming in. So I think that's really good. Thanks so much for sharing.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go over to Stacia.
Hello. So my whole sinus and throat are finally catching up to sleeping 3 hours every night. So that's really exciting. So yeah, I'm super excited. This was my 5th conference. And it was definitely the best event that I think I've ever been to. Definitely the best conference. I'm pretty sure the best event. I can't think of anyone that actually tops this one. So it was super good, you guys. If you get an opportunity to go to an event, you need to make it happen. I don't miss events over the last 5 years. I would not miss an event ever, and I'm so happy that I went to this because it's so good. And I have so many takeaways, so I don't even know which one to share. But I really liked I actually went back and rewatched. Josh went live on Legacy when they were doing the money mindset panel. I think, was it money mindset panel? It was the MVP panel is what he titled it as. So I went back and rewatched that yesterday because that was just such a good panel. And so I really liked that one, but just again, having a positive mindset around money and understanding that there's certain things that we can do with our money that are Crystal said, if good people have money, then you can do good things. So financially, you might be fine, but what are we doing with our money to pay off our debt or give back to other people and do these good things to help other people out. So I just really liked that. It really opened my eyes to I should be doing more, and I'm inspired to do more because it gives you such a good feeling to know that you were the person that helped out the kid that needed to get a ride to the basketball game just because it was the right thing to do, not because you were okay, I'm going to say that I'm just going to give money to say I give money. I'm going to donate to say I donated. You're doing this because you feel good about it, and that's what good people do. So I really loved that. And yeah, I have so many takeaways, so I don't even know what else to share, but that was a really, really good one. Just being a good person and doing good things with your money was really powerful one. It was really real. They shared a lot of really real stories on things that you can do. You start making a ton of money and then you're I'm just going to go buy all these cool things. And I'm going to put sushi on credit cards. And then all of a sudden 8 months later, you're why am I putting sushi on credit cards? And so just making smart choices. But yeah, it was it was really good. So yeah.
I love that. Good takeaway. Good tips. Thank you so much. Okay, Denise, you are our last one that I had written down. You are on, I think. Yep.
All right, can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
All right. I'm stuck in my car, so. I guess, oh my gosh, this was one of the best conferences ever. And I think this was my 5th conference too. And I don't know, everything was, to me, it was all about the vision, your vision. And it started during the worship service. That was just life-changing for me at that moment in time. I think I've done more journaling and more crying since the worship service than I've ever done in the last year. So, but to me, it was all about the vision, how they talked about, you know, yeah, we all have visions, but if we don't put action to our vision, then we're not going to get anything. You know, we're going to always get what we expect we're going to get. So even listening to every single panel that was up there, and Mark and everybody, how they all had that tiny little voice. Like we all have that tiny little voice that says, you can't, or you're not worth it, but it's just like, you think about it as me, you know, I've had that little voice, but then to know that everybody else has that little voice is kind of more reassuring, so that it opens up your mind to think better, to live better, to dream better. And again, that quote was just amazing. It was like, you always get what you expect. So then when they went to actually picture your vision, and if you can actually picture what your vision is in this goal, and if you can feel it, and then, you know, you can be it, and then you can expect it. And to me, when those all literally fell into place this weekend, so that to me was huge. So yeah, and then the one that was life-changing for me was when she actually had her number that she picked, and that number wrote her a letter. And that was like the way she said it, the way she went through it, and then the feelings after that. And it was like right after that, that Mark had a vision, you know, close your eyes and envision it. It was all like so surreal. So yeah, that was one of mine. It was just the whole vision. I mean, this was just the most amazing conference. I mean, a lot of times they are, I mean, they do amazing panels. They did amazing panels, but a lot of times it's, you know, going off, you know, business building tips, and they, you know, they went through the pop-ups and the shops and stuff like that. But this conference was so much more personable. It was more your mindset, you know, your vision. And I think it really, even at the end when Mark was doing his closing statement, and he realized that there's a lot of people in this crowd that came here on credit cards, that there's a lot of people that came here that had to drive here because they couldn't afford to fly here. And there was people that probably couldn't afford their ticket, but chose to do that instead of putting groceries on their plate because they're making an investment. And for a company that huge to actually realize that there's all kinds of race and life in that crowd, and we all have the right to have a vision and a dream, and don't be afraid to dream bigger. So that was huge for me. It was a good conference. It was very mind-opening, I should say.
Absolutely. There were so many good things. They did talk about vision a lot. One of the things that I really love that they said, I think it was actually during the worship service, they said that Helen Keller said the only thing worse than being blind is having vision, or not, well, how did they say it?
It's having sight and not having a vision.
Having sight but not having a vision. It is so good. And like that's one of the things that they opened it with. And I was just like, oh man, there's so much good stuff. So thank you so much, Denise, for sharing.
You guys got my heart just pumping. Like, oh my God.
It was so good. All right, I'm gonna hand it over to Mr. Pearl.
The weekend was unreal, or week, whatever. It was unreal, just everything about it. Some of you guys are new or whatever, haven't heard much from me. Crystal got into this thing like 9.5 years ago. I gave her hell, probably a good 6 months, and but she, like we just said, she had a vision and a belief. The products were working for her, and she was listening to goofy people like this right here that believed in her and were telling her, man, you can do this. And then she got to come home and listen to me tell her she can't, and that she needed to ditch this thing. And so anyway, here we are like 10 years later almost, and completely changed our family's life. And we get to hang and grow with people like this. We're just pumped about it, and we get to go to an event like this and get filled up, and we did. I guess what I would say is this weekend, like the biggest like eye opener for me was we were up on stage for that top 150, looking around, and you know, we go up there and do the like the high five or whatever, shake hands and hugs and stuff with everybody else in the top 150. And I'll tell you, something that's been said to us year after year, you know, almost monthly, is like, oh, if you're going to be in one of those things, you got to get in right away. You know, it's the people at the beginning that make all the money. They're the ones that go to the top. Guess what? On that stage, there was maybe about 25 people that I recognized their face. These were all people that joined in the last year or two. these are people that joined and they're on fire. They're excited about this company and what they're finding out about this company. And I'll tell you, I'll never forget when I realized what this company was all about, and I had belief in the company and the belief behind the people in the company, going to an event like this and, getting to hear from our CEO and getting to hear from different people from corporate. And when I guess finally saw what my wife saw in this company, I was on fire for it. Just like right now, my heart is beating out of my freaking chest listening to everybody share right now. It's just awesome. I mean, look at this. This is a picture I'm looking over here this whole time. I don't know if you can see this, but like, this was my first event. I went there not wanting to go there, and we're holding the old-fashioned Blitz card, and here we are still today, and we wouldn't be, but my wife decided, let's do this thing, and she stuck to it, And this is not the same company that it was 10 years ago. It's a better company. They've grown so much. The leadership has gotten stronger. The business plan has gotten better. People are making more money right now than ever. It's just, it's fun, and it's exciting, and I went back to work, but work doesn't fill me up like this does, right? I go to work because I just needed that for me, and now I get to come home and just like, like today, this was nuts. This is probably the coolest part of the business is this. I came home today, like I did this like morning phone call. I'm sorry I'm going off, but like this was cool. So like I'm with Stacia. So we had this crazy weekend, whatever. And I thought that I was going to go down there and catch up on some sleep. I thought I was going to go to bed early, maybe sleep in a little bit. We got Croy at home here. He's 7 months old and he doesn't sleep through the night and stuff. And if my wife's rolling around taking care of a baby, I'm not sleeping either. So I thought I was going to go down there and catch up on sleep. Well, we stayed up every night past 2 in the morning and then wake up early to go to this event. And it was just, we did not catch up on sleep. So we come home, we fly home, and I'm just drained. Like I got to go to bed. Like there's no chores, no nothing, no Crystal. I'm not carrying it up the stairs. I'm going to bed. And so woke up this morning still kind of feeling groggy or whatever. And I called Crystal to check in like I always do or whatever, but 10 in the morning, whatever. And I check in with her and I'm expecting kind of that, I'm still sleeping. I don't feel that well or whatever. She's like, Josh, this is crazy. I've already sold like 3 samples, blah, blah, blah. And she's going off and I'm like, oh, she's fine. She's good. She's good. And I'm like, did you get some good sleep last night? She's like, no. But she's excited. She's just pumped up, So it's kind of funny because the people that were with us at the event, they seen us burnt up and, we were knocked down, where everybody's tired. We all were like still taking sips of our champagne, trying to keep our eyes open, and it's like, man, just, I'm on fire. It's good to be home and like see her so on fire. And just this, so last year they changed the compensation plan and like the building structure and everything and made it easier and easier to make money. And this year they like just took the products, kicked them up a notch, and the compensation plan as well because of the fast start and everything else. And when we saw that new business plan, it was like, oh my gosh. So then the other thing is when I walked through the door today and she tells me she sold more samples and her eyes are lit and she's going off. She's telling me all about this thing and she's like, wait, I got to show you this. And she whips out her phone and she's like, okay, I just signed Karen or whatever. She's going to do the sample thing. She's like, and watch this. She clicks on it. She's like, you see that? It updated me. And it's sending her a video right now. And she's going off. I'm like, oh my gosh, man. And so like next year when I'm thinking about it, it's just like this, a vision came through my mind of us next year at conference and Crystal's recognized for whatever the hell it is. I don't know if it's top 10, top 20, whatever, but something. And she's up there. We're going to look at each other and be like, man, but it was so easy. This, like, they made the business easier. Oh, it made it feel like, man, this is doing it itself. Like it's like that. So, and if you're on here right now and there's probably somebody like watching in the background a little bit, like, I'm gonna peek in here and see what's happening. Is there any actual like real excitement here? And here's what I tell you, like, if you're new or somebody that's been watching in the background for a while, you don't have that fire right now, stay close to the fire. Find somebody in this group right now that you can relate with and kind of ride their train, follow them, do what they're doing and stick by their side and you will find this fire. Your heart will be beating the same way mine is right now. But this is fun. I'm excited. And that's what I got.
I love it. I love it. We are fired up. That is for sure. So just really quick, I went through everybody that said that they wanted to say something. Is there anybody else that joined us at conference? I'm only going to wait 1 second, but is there anybody else that was at conference that wants to share a takeaway real quick? If you do, go ahead and unmute yourself.
Brandy dropped hers in the chat too.
Okay.
If you want to read
it. I am Matthew. Can you hear me and see me?
Yep.
All right. Sorry, I'm driving. I got a cat crawling all over me, but I would love to share my takeaway from conference this year. This is my second conference, and every time I go around this group of people, whether it's green carpet or conference, just being close to the fire, I get absolutely amped up, and you just feed off of everybody else's positive energy. Nobody is fortunate enough to go to a place where there's a group of people that are always uplifting. I didn't hear one negative comment when we were all together. There was like 30 of us together for 5 days or whatever it was. There was not one negative comment, not one negative time. And just the group of people that are surrounding us in this business, the leadership and the mentors, and how we are all so close to God and we want the best for each other. It amazes me and I absolutely love it. My other big thing is how the year is 2020, and Mark related it to 2020 is perfect vision. They have given us everything we need for perfect vision for this year. We've got the products that we need. Every single person that we talk to, we have a product for them now, whether they're decaf or not, whether they like black coffee or they like creamy coffee or sweet coffee. We've got it all, whether it's weight loss, nutrition, skincare, it's all there. The bonuses, the compensation plan, they're putting it all out on the table for us to run and grab. So I'm fired up. I know everybody else is too, and I think as long as we all stay close, this team is going to be on top, and you guys are going to be at year 40, and we're all going to be hitting our bonuses, and everybody's going to be happy.
I love it. Awesome. Good takeaways. You guys drive safe.
Buckle that cat up.
Well, I didn't catch that.
He said, "Buckle up the cat." Don't.
Oh, yeah. He's going crazy. We just got started, so he's still not really settled down yet. We got 5 hours left.
Drive safe, you guys.
Thank you.
Anybody else want to share? All right, going once, going twice. Okay, guys, well, we are, like I said, oh, did somebody, I don't know, somebody unmuted. Okay, I don't think so. We are, again, just so excited about where we're at, where we're headed. So many big things in the works. Stay close to Legacy Makers because we're going to continue to drop scripts, different things that are going on, different things that are happening. I am going to, right after this, I'm going to get our Host to Post winner announced from last month, and I'm going to start a new thread for people who want to go in on Host to Post this month. If you have not been doing them, I would really encourage you to get in on Host to Post. Our Host to Post giveaway this month is just such an easy way to get people to do Host to Post for you. It's just $10 to be a part of that. And we usually give away a couple $100 worth of things in giveaways. So we'll do that again this month. It's going to be incredible, especially with the samples and the new Skinny Brew. I think you have a big opportunity to not only sell customers, but to make a lot of cash with these sample packs. So I'm super excited about that. We're going to be focusing on that this week. But like I said, you're going to continue to see lots of training on Legacy. And so we're just excited. We will see you guys next Monday. Everybody have an incredible week, and we'll talk to you guys all soon. Thanks for hopping on.
Have a great night.
Night, everybody.
Bye, guys.